Hello, YouTube world. All right, it's Friday the 13th, and I don't like that. But I do like seeing that. It's pretty nice sunrise. It's 6 o'clock. Really, I was a little late. Again, 2 days in a row. But whatever. He called. Today, most of yesterday and today is nothing but irrigation, leaks and repairs. So that's what we're doing today. Again, I'm gonna get the tent. My wife was kind enough to get us a nice tote for our fittings. It's crazy. It's 88, 90 degrees. We're in the beginning of May. It's an early start. It's a very early start this year. Normally I get until, I'd say, at least the end of May before it starts to get like this. So we're gonna do it. 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 All right. See you once we probably get to the first one. My corny dancing. All right, so we're here to do the irrigation repair on the flubber, but apparently the mowing guys took our flag out, so we get to turn the water back on again, fill the sod full of water, dig up all the mud. So good times, right? All right. You don't have that in the mud, do you? You did. Here's that irrigation life. Alright, so here's our break. So we'll dig a little on that side, a little on this side. And usually try and replace at least 6 inches from the end of the break. That way, in case it kind of fractured past there, it's easy. So we'll just dig this out, expose it, and repair it.
Bam, bam.
Bam, bam. Bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
My kid goes. Alright, so the little break that we could see from our little hole is escalating very quick. Go ahead and pull up on that a little bit. You can see it's
really hungry.
yeah, this one blew apart. I'd question if it had even been blown out, but
Yeah,
so we're gonna go until we can't see any more cracks and then go a little bit more, but this is questionable if the whole line doesn't need replaced at this point. All right, repair in. Really was covering this up, but I have a feeling since such a large property that these guys are gonna, the mowing guys that they hire are gonna come through with their big zero turn and run right over this break here. And with it being so long, I'm gonna actually have them, I'm gonna tell them not to mow this area or drive on it, because I think it needs to settle longer, at least a few weeks before they put something that heavy on it. So yeah, but it's done. We're gonna test it out here in a second, and that's that.
Victor style.
I'm gonna send it to that guy.
Sprinkler style. Sprinkler style. Sprinkler style.
All right, so we have another break. It's main line, another main line on it's right near the valves. Really, I was already cut the sod. Oh, yippee. So this one's going to require a ton of fittings because it's just right here where all the valves come in. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pull this riser out and see what we can do. We'll make it work.
See.
He's not even Mexican.
See.
Wait till the 13th. So, here's what we got. These are the feed lines over here. This is the main supply right there. So it comes in, hits this T, supplies this zone, comes over, supplies this zone, and goes on to another land far beyond to another valve, control valve location. But in order to replace this, since our brake is like right here, if you can see this little tab that I'm touching right there, that's it. So it's pretty far back, so we're gonna have to cut this, and in order to replace just this one fitting, we have to cut all of this because there's just nowhere to get a fitting. Yeah, to reattach, there's nowhere. So yeah, and they use slide. So this, I don't use slide valves when I replace them. I use threaded ones, that way they can be reused. So if this were move forward, and anywhere in here that left me with something like this right here, I'd have to replace this whole valve. So replacing this whole valve, because of that, is very expensive. So why they use these is, I don't understand. The cost is the same. So if you have a irrigation contractor put in your system, and it's not a builder, tell them you want threaded valves. That way when I come to fix it, I can fix it easy and it's cheaper, because I'll be there to fix it.
See.
Alright, so I was wrong. It's actually leaking at the valve, and I will have to replace the valve. So, did you shut it off at the backflow?
Oh, we can turn up right.
Yeah. But that's actually easier repair. It's just, I got mud all over me. I'm trying not to get on the camera. This is actually an easier repair for me, just more costly for the customer. So if you're going to use these slides, put a union on there. I don't know, honestly, even if you had a union and a split there, yeah, use the threaded ones. Come on now. So cut the main line, which lets all the pressure out, but now we're gonna flood our hole. So really I was getting the pump. He's got the pump. Pump you up. Edit to make myself look cool. So this is how it is. New valve. But now, if the valve ever goes bad, which it will, it's as simple as unthreading here, removing the valve, unthreading it from this valve, twisting this off, unscrewing it here, installing it back into the new valve, placing it back in, and tightening these. Super easy, super serviceable. That's how it's done.
See.
It's not 100% seamless, but pretty good for digging up the yard. Look at that guy going.